Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna do another village overview in the game Foundation. I have over 2000 population currently. Let's check the map first. So since last time, since 1000 population, I managed to expand into this area, this small area here, and this area in the south. As you can see, the green area is getting smaller and smaller. There is still room to grow. There is a little bit of patch of land here in the south which you cannot see, but it's there, so room for expansion still exists. Although the boar hunting area is getting smaller and smaller, I will have to start importing some boar to compensate, but I'm not there just yet, just a little bit of imports. Now let's check the population overview specifically. 2050 population, over 11,100 serfs, over 100 commoners, 25 citizens. Citizens is mostly constant, I only add when absolutely necessary. Monastics, almost 1/3 of the population, pushing to 700. And combatants are mostly the same at this point. I don't feel the need to add anything more, but we'll probably add a few more in the future just to reach the 100 number. Now let's go over some other stats too. Here, edicts and preview what I'm using currently: sturdy material, bulk trade, contractual wage, merchant league, merchandise taxes, dutiful payers, economic alliance, stately contribution, protection taxation, parish grant, tithe taxes, and trade covenant. I'm not using any of the exploits related to bailiffs. You can see here I get the minus 10% because of the bulk trade and plus 10% of the bailiff. It can very easily be exploited, this one, with splendor, adding thousands upon thousands, but I decided not to go that route. Maybe they will fix it in the future and not be an exploit. Same goes for the job learning speed and happiness. I just kept the original flat bonuses without altering it in any way, shape or form. Now let's check the trade routes. I have a level 28 with Norbury, 35 with Midel. Can be upgraded once I get the 10,000 polystone required to upgrade the said route. Davenport level 30, over 12,000 planks here. Level 15 Throttbury, less used. Kingston Abbey level 38 will become 39 soon. And level 13 Castle Harbor also less used. And now let's go over the budget a little bit. On the previous month, over 30,000 income, taxes 12,000, 80,000 trade sold. You can the main source of income selling wise was monastery related, like herbs, honey, and wax. The other is a little bit of meat, some quartz, marble, grapes, gold ore, gems, berry brew, beer, but just a little bit of extra, but it does help in due time. What else? Now let's see the expensives. Imports, a little bit of boar to compensate for the retreating boar population and retreating green areas. Bread to compensate for the lack of it in some areas, but it's not a whole lot. I bought a lot of cheese because I don't like producing it. It doesn't make any sense. It occupies a lot of space and the actual cheese output is very small. And the green area is getting smaller, so it makes no sense to have this kind of industry set up when it will just disappear in time. But it is kind of expensive to import it. Luckily I have the herbs and the honey to compensate for that. A little bit of extra coal, some iron, because I ran out of iron basically to produce. I don't import iron ore because it makes no sense. It's more economically viable to just import the iron bars, plain and simple. Some stone. I need this one more and more because I reach the limit of what I can exploit on the map. Requiring 10,000 polystone to upgrade the trade route requires some imports. And the biggest importer is wheat because it had the same problem as cheese. The surface area doesn't justify it, a lot of area, and the output is very, very tiny. Okay, so this is almost done. Taxation, I'm getting, these are my levels. This is what can be done from out of it. Now let's check the production and let's see what we have. A little bit of extra production. You have a very large village with very complex chains, so you need to produce as much as you can. I have a lot of warehouses and granaries and a lot of people dedicated to moving stuff around. You need to keep balance everywhere. This one is pretty neat, no major issues. Happiness, it's also a-okay apart from taxes, no other problems. The overproduction here is visible, where I need to export like herbs, honey, wax, and meat. The rest is far behind in terms of actual revenue. Okay, that part is done. And a little bit here, over 10,000 polystone required to improve the Mida trade route, and over 12,000 planks to improve the Davenport trade route. That's a lot, especially on the polystone. Takes forever to do all of that. Military wise, these are my companies. I think the most powerful one was at over 4,000 for kilo strength, but it took some losses, so it's a little bit thinner now. It still does its duty. And now let's do a little bit of visual overview. These are the new areas. This one, and this one here in a bit in the north. This one, it's a treasury area. I recommend you keep a healthy amount of cash available on you, because sometimes you can get wild swings in trading. Basically, the traders have to go to every single storehouse, warehouse, granary on the map, and on bigger villages that means a lot of locations which they will not be able to reach in 1 month's time, which means you will have sometimes significant variations. I've seen sometimes like 15,000, 20,000 on minus month on month, because there is discrepancy between imports and exports, because they reach the warehouses and the granaries at various intervals. Maybe they should get some freaking horses, though, merchants, to get the areas a little bit faster and cover it inside the month, which currently does not happen. The game doesn't seem to be designed to organically support this large population, but you can do without. You just have to have significant cash reserves at your disposal to cover up such extreme eventualities. They don't happen every month, but they do happen, so you have to be prepared for that. This is one of my monasteries, one of the many better looking ones. I make some stuff here. Just a little bit, nothing too big. And now let's get to the center area. This was my original area. My armies and everything related to that is right here. Very small improvements here, nothing big. This was my original monastery, but it's not my biggest. I pretty much filled up the area here. No more can be added. Well, probably a little bit more once I get rid of this milk and cow and cheese producing areas. They serve not much for purpose. Same goes with that wet area. I'll probably just keep it visually speaking because it looks nice, but this was my original wet area, the only one, and I don't intend to make any other. And now let's see my another treasury area. You're gonna need a lot of them. And this one is my biggest monastery. I produce a lot of stuff here. It's so big you can barely see it. I produce stuff here, 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 here. It's a lot. Okay, this pretty much covers it up. If you have any additional questions, please put them in the section comment below. Okay, that's about it for today. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.